It's Week 10 of the NFL. And coming up is the lockdown man himself, Jaire Alexander, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Rams and the Packers, and it's coming up next.
The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year, they rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Jones again on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go again to Jones. And taken down just shy of the 40.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Love, they go play action now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
On 3rd down, Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie cornerback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 70. And the Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here coming back out for their second drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
In motion right goes Reed. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Love. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they...
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on the sand. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
I mean, look at this Packers defense.
Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the Pats.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10.
They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Rams!
Cooper Kupp.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Rams are able to add on to that lead.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they are back to 500 on the year. Got the win last weekend. And it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Love from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Love now. That is caught. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
A 2nd down throw for Love. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Love looking to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. Greg Dortch deep for the Rams. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And we're going to look at Cooper Kupp as the Rams offense gets ready to take over possession. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And a good run here as he'll run it all the way down to the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to grab catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to extend their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And this taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Off the play fake, Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On play action. Love to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Play fake. Here's Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Looking to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The return is Reed. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 37. Love. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. A short throw to Musgrave. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Throwing, Love. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, Love. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 21-17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Still going inside the 20.
And he will take this all the way down to the Packers 13.
And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So it's 3rd and 1. The defense, they stack the box, and that's the problem. You break through that first level, there's no second level.
And most good running teams work against stacked defenses. They don't care if you have 6 in the box, 7 in the box, 8 in the box. It doesn't matter to them. Block people, give your running back a chance, because it could pay off big as it just did there.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead now 11, 24-13.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase lost that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
25 yards that time.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play.
Touchdown, Packers!
Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
It's complete. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. So here are the Rams to take over. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well.
Here comes Reed.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 42.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Love, they go play action now. He'll buy some time right.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
On second down, Dillon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Love going to give this one to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a first throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first.
It's a Packers touchdown. A.J. Dillon, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers, on the final play of the third quarter, have taken the lead.
Yeah, that's a nice play design right there. He's going to fake the give, then roll out. And he lets his back leak out toward the pylon. And how about the throw? Right where he needed it to be for him to catch it in stride. He's able to take it into the end zone.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. There he goes, left side. And they've got rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. He'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies. And that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football, they're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. A little close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters. Not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. A give up the middle to Akers. And some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Going right back to Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken a 4th quarter lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Love looking to throw it. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Play action this time with Love. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. An inside give to Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Off the play fake, Love. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
To throw now, here's Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Love back to it here after the pick 6. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now, and it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Akers.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Holding offense.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing